Hi there! You're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel. My name is Charisma, and today we are in the garden and we're going to do a garden tour. So I'm breaking up the garden tours to the front yard and the backyard and lower garden. But we're going to include lower garden and backyard today. It is the middle of June and everything is blooming like crazy. It's so fun. It's such a great year. Our garden just looks absolutely beautiful and it's just such a joy, and I cannot wait to show you. So we're going to start in the medicine garden. I will show you a little patch that popped open this week in the upper gardens just because they were not open when I did my tour 2 weeks ago, and you just have to see how gorgeous it looks. And then we'll swing around the back side of the house and show you everything that's going on there. It's just such a beautiful time of year. Everything looks so good. We live on the Oregon coast in a zone 9A. It is overcast. It's a little bit windy, but it is a typical beach Friday. I swear the tourists come to town and the fog rolls in and you cannot see the ocean. No more blue skies. Just like, I think this is Mother Nature's way of keeping our town small. Not everybody wants to move here and live in the fog. That's just my theory. So let's get the camera turned around and I'll show you this gorgeous garden this time of year. So as you can see, our biggest rhodies are in full bloom. 3 different colors. Just gorgeous. And I showed you that first because I know you could see it behind me when I was talking to you a second ago. But we're going to swing around this way and we're going to start here. So our porch baskets are filling up. They're looking so beautiful. I usually show those in the front yard garden tour, but I just had to show them off. They're starting to spill, which is so fun. The baskets on the rail are Supertunia Honey, and the hanging basket is Supertunia Bermuda Beach and Super Bells something else. I'll have to put the name up on the camera, but oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. All right, so then we have Spencer's little ladder project with petunias and snapdragons, and they're going great. And we've got chives in bloom. The echinacea is bulking up. We've got more chives. These are onion chives. These are garlic chives. All of my yarrow over there is looking really good. We've got buds all over this chamomile that we transplanted from the backyard. We've got volunteer nasturtiums. We have a fireweed. And then that is the other chamomile, the Roman chamomile that we transplanted from the backyard, also looking beautiful. Okay, so then the yellow yarrow is open. It's so sunny and bright and fun. I really love how much yellow is going on in this garden this year. We've got the sedums, and then creeping Jenny, and the yellow yarrow, and then the golden oregano. It's just like a pocket of sunshine right here in my medicine garden. The comfrey is blooming. There's a bee on it. It's a loud little bee. All right, the Egyptian walking onions are all headed up. They're even getting heavy enough to start falling over and start walking. The Artemisia is bulked up. All of our blueberries are looking pretty good. We moved them. We just moved their pots from the backyard to the medicine garden just a little while ago. The berries are bulking up. I will be netting them this week because we have birds seeming to be fairly interested, and they are starting to just barely start to color. I definitely want to net them before I lose them to birds. I've got bronze fennel. It comes back every year. This is the third year. Comes back like a champ. All of the cranesbill geranium is in full bloom, looking gorgeous. I've got a foxglove here getting ready to open. The clematis is looking beautiful this year. I love that this birch is putting on a little bit of height, and you could actually see her in the garden. She was tiny, tiny, tiny when we planted her. She's still very tiny. Okay, so then we have some rhubarb. We've got Brunera blooming. Look at that. So sweet. The St. John's wort is just starting to bloom. You see her? Oh, I love it. Got that hosta is looking absolutely gorgeous this year. We've got this little project. You'll be seeing this project in a video in the next week. Yeah, in the next week. Looking good. Super cute. All right, let's pop up here. We're going to go up to the upper garden so you can see this. Look at those Shasta daisies. Oh my gosh. These are the native Shasta daisy, and they have naturalized. We started off with this little patch right here. And we put some rocks around it because we didn't want to mess with it. Well, she seeded all of this in the last 2 years. And I absolutely love it. It's just the best. I love that big, huge swath of natural, cottagey. It's just, I love it. And then you can see the alliums back there and the skyrocket. It's just, this garden is just so beautiful. All right, that hosta is finally up, and this one is getting ready to bloom. I will take a closer look at these rhodies. Look at this. There are so many bees. Ooh, they're shy. I put my camera on it and they all flew away. We do have a couple of primroses still trying to bloom, but this skunk cabbage kind of shaded it all out. I gotta come in here and clean this up. Oh, gosh. These rhodies are so beautiful. This one like glows in the twilight. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but if I stand here for just a second, you could hear all the bees. They're just like circling, and it's so fun. Okay. So we do have a heuchera are starting to bloom, which this one is a really fun one. It's called Ruby Bells. It's got these red blooms and these bright green leaves. Hostas are looking great. Heucheras are looking great. We've got a stilby. It's starting to bud up. It hasn't quite got there yet. This heuchera is all in bloom. Look at this. I love these airy, fun blooms. And all the saxifraga, all that white bloom is all saxifraga, and it's just gorgeous. Come over here, see if there's anything blooming. Just beautiful hostas. Beautiful plants. Everything's looking pretty good. I don't know if I have any. I don't have any blooms forming on the oak leaf yet, but I do have them forming on this guy. So that'll be fun. We just planted her last year, so we haven't seen it in bloom in the garden yet. It was blooming. I think it had a bloom or two on its plant, or a bloom or two when we planted it. Look at those. Aren't those so sweet? These are Erythronium hybrid. I don't know. They're really cute though. I have another is still be bulking up with some flower, and the Voulala is coming along. More cranesbill. All right, now we're entering into the mermaid garden, and this Gunnera is already so big. It's June 16th, and she's already almost touching the second story. It looks like she's touching. She's not quite there yet. You can see. She's almost touching the second story. And this bloom, it's huge. It's like 2 feet long. It's wild. So fun. We've got a little iris in bloom right here. And dragon hosta, fatsia, variegated fatsia. This is kind of like a rough area. We've got a bunch of foxglove coming up right here. All of the ferns have completely filled in. The Sun King came back like a champion, or maybe like a king. We've got the sea lotus hosta here trying to bloom, even though it's tiny. And then we've got the Queen of Seas over here, also really tiny. And then, let's see what else is in bloom. We're still working on our patio. It's coming along, but it's been a beast. You could see we've only got 4 more pavers to go, and then we can start the next part of the project. But we've had to raise this part up about 5 inches to make it level with that part. So we've had to bring in fill and sand, you name it. So it's taken a little while. All right, entering into the fairy garden, we have foxglove in bloom. Aren't those so beautiful? We've got a couple of them up in there. And the fairy garden looks adorable. We added lights, and it's still light out, so you can't see them as well, but can kind of see them blinking in there. Yeah, fun. Super fun. Super cute. All right, and then all the ferns, but all looking so clean after we cleaned them all up underneath. So nice to know that's done. The golden rain tree bloomed really well this year, but it's all done. So I'll pop a picture up here and show you what it looked like, because it was so exciting to have blooms on it this year. And the Weigela is in full bloom. Look at that branch. It is completely loaded. So much fun. And we just planted that Crimson Queen Japanese maple there. It's looking really good. And then look at these pansies. How are they still blooming? We went back and looked in our records, and we planted these the 2nd week of October. And here they are. They're still just going absolutely crazy. They're finally getting leggy. Like maybe they're gonna be done, but still look absolutely stunning. And we're leaving them in until they completely fail. The baskets Spencer planted for me look so cute. They're starting to fill out. The Bidens are kind of an in-between stage. We need to come out here and deadhead them. But the Torania and the Calibrachoa look so good. On this side, the pansies also still look pretty good. They're a little bit more leggy. They get more sun over here. This one finally like completely crisped up and died, right? This one's totally done. But come on. I cannot believe how long these are going. All right, so then we have strawberries. Look at all these buds on these strawberries. Ah. We're gonna be eating strawberries here very soon. Very exciting. The potatoes are all getting very large, looking fantastic. And look at that raspberry patch. It's out of control. We have lots of raspberries coming though. Those are my absolute favorite snacks. Red raspberries. The pincushion flowers popped open this week. Those bright blue flowers there. The Brunnera is still going great. The Jack Frost with its little blue flowers. Super cute. All right. Let's get turned around. Of course, we haven't built our greenhouse yet, so this is just empty. Empty. But the peas are blooming and they have little pea pods. Yay. I'm excited because I didn't know if I was going to get peas at all before I had to completely strip this to build our raised bed. And I may still have to pull them out early, but I might at least get to snack on a few. Strawberries. Look. Of course, it's the one that's not protected. Oh yeah, lots of strawberries. All right, so then we have the lamb's ears looking really good. We lost a couple. That's okay. Totally expected to lose a little bit. But mostly the transplant took really well and it's all loaded up with buds. So it'll color up purple, but that's exciting to see. Looks good. And then this one was already here, so it's taller, all budded up. And we've got Lady's Mantle all in bloom. The hosta looks beautiful. The annuals are doing great over here. Also starting to spill, which is just so fun. And they start doing their thing. And again, the skeleton mix pansies. Still just going gangbusters. Okay, we're gonna be quiet and see if we can hear the birds. Hopefully you can hear them. They're so cute. All right, we've got columbine. This is the mystery plant that I don't know what I planted, but it's going to get buds. So, I'm going to learn very soon what it is, I hope. We planted these up a few weeks ago. They're looking really good. These osteospermum look fantastic. And the butterfly garden is bulking up. The sedums look great. The oregano has gone gangbusters. We've got a dill in there this year. But I think I might have lost my bee balm, which is a real bummer because I don't see any coming up. And then we've got some annuals over there. The moon garden looks fantastic. You will see it in a little bit more detail in a video coming up here soon, but it looks gorgeous. Look at those super petunias. Awesome, awesome. What else? Oh, The rhododendrons are done. You can see there's no more blossoms. There's just a teeny tiny bit of leftover blossoms on there, which are definitely done. But we have this rose, and it is absolutely loaded with flowers. Look at it. Oh my gosh. We built this little trellis here, so cute, so that they can come over, and they're starting to do that. But I don't know if you could see all of these buds. They're just like, wow. Very fun. And they're fragrant. They smell like grandma's soap. The rose scented ones. Our Japanese maple looks really good this year, except that it has a lot of little crispies on it from that 90-degree day that we had a few weeks ago. The leaves were just opening when we had that hit, and it suffered. But all the rest of it looks really good, so I just feel bad for it. Got a little scorched. Yeah. And then we have our porch pots, which look really adorable this year. I like it. And there's bees everywhere. It's really exciting. It's pollinator week, and I think we did a really good job. Right. The other exciting thing to me is this American wisteria, which is actually growing. Which, it is an incredibly slow grower. Like, you have to be a very patient gardener to grow the American wisteria. However, the Chinese and Japanese wisterias grow so big and so strong and so fast that they're almost invasive. So what? Where's the happy medium? I don't know. All right, that's gonna do it for today's garden tour video of our backyard and lower garden. I hope that you enjoyed walking around the garden with me. It's always my greatest pleasures as a gardener is to walk around my garden and see all of the fruits of my labor, right? And just seeing all the beautiful things that are blooming. It's so much fun. If you are celebrating Father's Day, have a happy Father's Day, and otherwise just keep celebrating your life, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.